Good morning, greetings. How are you doing out there? Yeah, I just thought I'd check in with you and give you a quick update on that latest box that arrived from W1DUK from the ham radio outlet guys. So yeah, I'm well pleased. I've got it set up on the screen, and basically what it was, once I got my head around it all, it was the Raspberry Pi, and it was the FlightAware SDR dongle, and also it had a nicely homebrewed antenna system to receive the signals on 1090 megahertz. So I've got it all set up just temporarily at the moment. I'm going to put a proper install together a bit later, but I just thought I'd give it a quick pilot testing. Do you get it? Pilot testing. I thought I'd get that one in. And yeah, good stuff. So I'll just show you what it looks like. I'll show you the screen first. So thanks, Pat. It's awesome. Really enjoying it, and yeah, pretty cool. I've been playing it last night, and obviously I'm back on it this morning. So have a quick look and see what you think. So here we are on the screen. So obviously you can get similar kind of stuff in apps, but what you've got to remember is this is actually real from my QTH, receiving it on that little antenna system. So it's not dependent on the internet, and this is the range that I'm getting at the moment. And when I show you where the antenna is, it's pretty impressive. I'll show you that momentarily. So that's the location, obviously in the centre there, the black dot, and then we've got a few aircraft approaching and taking off, departing. We can get more information up. The other information we're receiving, this is like a log, which is logging all the aircraft which I'm receiving on that antenna system. So there's quite a few there. If we highlight over the various flags, we can get a lot of data and an image popping up of the individual aircraft and track that. We can also set it up and receive lots of weather updates on a different map, or this one, so we can see the live weather. And there's lots of stuff you can do. There's statistics to follow, all kind of things. So I'm just new to it. I won't profess to be an expert because I've only been playing with it for a few hours. So that's what it's called. And I know a few of you guys are already into it and you use it on the net. So this is the setup, receiving, and we're not doing too bad today. We've got quite a few aircraft, and we've got a bit of weather alert coming in there. You can just see the weather alert over Sheffield. So that's a bit something to watch, because obviously not too far from where we are. It's only about 40 to 50 miles away. So I'll just show you the actual hardware now working. So here we are. I've just strung it together. It's a quick bodge job, we'll say. I've not done a neat job as such. So we've got this unit here plugged in. That's the PI unit, the Raspberry Pi powered up with a supply unit. I did plug a screen in there to see what was going on, but it didn't really make much difference because it's all on the net. And then we've got the FlightAware dongle plugged in there with a bit of coaxial feed, and that's going straight into the router in the back of there. So that's connected up to the router so that the information that's getting received from the antenna system can relay through the network, and I can get it on any computer system. So here we have the antenna system. I've just temporarily mounted it on my gate. Let you have a closer look at it. It's not high at all. So this is the homebrew system made by Norm, I believe, one of Pat's friends from the ham radio outlet. So it's a nice little job there, and it's for 1090 megahertz. I'm using a Coke can, and then let's have a quick look inside it. So that's the way it's all going. So pretty straightforward and effective little job. Looking good, I like that. Simplicity and neatness. So that was just mounted on there like that. That's all that's doing. That's just sat there like that. And obviously I'm going to be putting it somewhere a bit better. I may put it on top of that mast, possibly. That is one option. Or possibly it may just sit there at the side of the CCTV camera where my F2300's mounted. Possibly. Or possibly I might just shove it on one of these brackets, on that particular one, or maybe on the shed roof. Either way, I'll be finding a much more elevated position for this amazing little antenna, which is receiving aircraft up to about 120 miles so far, just at this height, which you can see is not particularly high, about 3 to 4 feet above the ground. So yeah, it's looking good. I'm quite impressed with it so far. I'll just show you a couple of other little bits and pieces in a second. Some of the other software stuff you can actually look at. So hopefully you can see that. So what we can do, we can just click on a flag like that, and that brings you a little bit more information up, telling you a bit about it. All your information on here telling you about the country of registration, the distance, 85.2 miles. It's 48 seconds since we last got an update. There's its position, there's its speed, 530 miles per hour, and yeah, there's all sorts of barometric pressure readings, altitude readings, different kind of stuff, ground track headings, magnetic headings, so that's quite good. And then if I click on this, I can show you a little bit more. So looking at things we can look at, this will now populate a different kind of screen. So obviously this is what you guys are probably looking at with your online stuff. So that's getting data from everybody's SDR receivers and things like that. And we can see the weather coming in, so that's pretty cool. Obviously my area's around this area, that's my range. Well, I'm actually got a bigger range, but that's my base. So that's another view. And then so a quick look. I'm no expert at this, so I'm just getting into it. So look. And then there's all different kinds of views you can do. It's pretty cool. You can see the full weather for the world, obviously. Set all this up. Monitor flight tracks. Just check out my ADSB. I'm just getting into it all. So if I flick back to my, oh yeah, these are my stats. Actually, I'll just go back there. This is my particular data that I'm tracking now, which is cool. And you can see all the ground tracks and everything, the aircraft in and out. The scale's giving you the height. I just want to check this out in a sec. Where are we? So what I was trying to do there was show you some of the statistics. So this is what the data I'm recording off my little receiving unit, which is pretty good. So it's telling me my nearest airport, which is Leeds Bradford Airport, my elevation, my position, and then these are all the collection of data that I've been getting since last night when I first fired it up until this point here. So there's a big peak of data here. This is when a lot of aircraft are in the sky. Like I say, I'm new to it, so I don't know that much about it. I'm just demonstrating how it works so you guys can keep up with what's been going on. And then this is different stuff here. Different data. And then this is like a ranking. So I'm up there. That's where I am. New station. I've had 40 aircraft on that one. 220 positions. 5,986 other positions which I've spotted. So I'm not too sure exactly how it's all working yet, but it's obviously working. And then there's different bits of data, different operators. I'm up there with my position. 198 flights so far since 6:30 last night, and it's only 9:45 in the morning, so I've been in bed most of it. So yeah, looking good, definitely working. So go on to my particular page and see what's going on. So yeah, we've got various activity from the United Kingdom. So that's the update so far of how it's all going. And yeah, the hat's going pretty cool as well. I'm loving the cap, guys. So all you guys up at the Ham Radio Outlet, thanks very much. Appreciate it, especially one guy in particular called Pat W1DUK. So best 73 to you, my friend, and everybody else. Hope you've enjoyed a quick look at that. the FlightAware SDR dongle, which is plugged into the Raspberry Pi, and it becomes PiAware. That's all I know. I won't profess to know what I'm talking about. I'm just making it up as I go along. But I wanted to see the kit in operation, and I'm also been playing on the bird, so I've got another bit of kit working as well, the interface, and yeah, we're having a good time. I've already worked an Italian station this morning on one of the SSB satellites, so I've got the HF station fired up, and it's going to be a nice day. I've got the holiday planned for next week. Got a week off working. Been working from home a bit this week, so back to slumming around, and then we're going to be thinking about going back to work properly. So I hope you're enjoying all this stuff. Thanks very much once again for watching and following me. There's M0YKS, Yorkshire, UK, testing out the FlightAware dongle and the Raspberry Pi, and enjoying every minute of it. Cool stuff. Catch you later, guys.